and this is the Spiritual Spa, the Saturday edition that we have here on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube every single Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Excuse me, it's a dry throat day. I'm just glad to have all three platforms working today, streaming. I'm glad to have some of the technical issues worked out. I'm still learning. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be joining me today. We also have now got a Tuesday session at 5 p.m. Pacific every single Tuesday on the same three platforms. So you have options and choices if you're not a morning person. Many people are not. This is your chance to still do your spiritual hygiene every week. This is the spiritual hygiene that I was taught by my shamanic teachers. I've been doing my shamanic work professionally for a decade, and this year I'm doing it full time. I'm excited to take the leap. I love doing this work. I do one-on-one work with people in my studio in Oakland, California. I also have clients that I work with remotely all over the country and in Canada. I also have an apprentice program that I have, and we've had 13 people come through that program and graduate with a certificate. Good morning, the Modern Fern. Nice to see you. So these are the programs that I have been doing. I also do land, home, and business energetic clearing and repair. I call it haunted home repair. I do move on spirits as well if they need assistance. And I also am going to be doing a whole lot more with events here at my micro farm in Oakland, California. There's Fire Dragon Photographer. Good to see you back again. Thank you for coming. I live in Oakland, California, and Black Snow Heart. I think I cannot really read. Black Show Mart. Good to see you. I have a property in Oakland. It's just kind of a modest property. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Lisa. And over the last 21 years, I've been converting it into a micro farm. I grow herbs. I make herbal medicines. I also plan to host more events here. And this is a sanctuary here. Everyone is welcome here. This is a safe place. And it's a place where we can combine our energies together. We can make plans together. We can do classes. So I'll have announcements coming up about that pretty soon. But in just a minute, we're going to begin our process for this morning. If you're a veteran, you will know there's a veteran right now. Marie Jean, welcome. Long Island, New York is here. And officially, we're coast to coast. Good to have you here. Just running over the process. If anybody's new watching the video or has just arrived, let me just say that this is a process that I developed to share with all of you in a way that's very accessible, that I hope you will do it on your own at home. It's really, really important. Good morning, Gloria. Really important right now to have some sort of a spiritual process, some kind of spiritual hygiene, something that you can do to keep yourself optimal at your best. The energies are very difficult. In just a minute, I'm going to give an energy weather report for the moment that we're in. We're also going to be drawing an oracle card to give us some guidance. We're going to be using Callista's The Female Archangel's Oracle, a 44-card empowerment deck and guidebook. It's really good. Let me say it's one of my favorite decks. Beautiful images, beautiful colors. So we're going to be drawing a card in just a minute. You can see the art is just spectacular. And I'll be looking for somebody from the audience to tell me when to stop shuffling and draw the card. We'll do that in a minute. And then we will be doing a energy clearing. And if there's time this morning, we will also be doing a guided journey. We've been doing guided journeys on the Saturday session, and I think they're pretty popular. They're very short and condensed, but it's just a way for you to begin to exercise your shamanic journey muscles and also begin to get some more inner guidance. A lot of you are pros at this, I must say. There's some people been sharing their experiences, and they're way wonderful, far out, great, very powerful. All right, so I'm going to just see there's some people over on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube friends, I can't see you due to the way this is displaying. If you're there, please do make a comment so I'll know you're there. And if I'm not interacting with you, don't know that it's not personal, it's just technical. And if you're over here on Facebook, I also cannot see you unless occasionally it'll display, but not everybody shows up. Make a comment if you wish, then I'll know you're there. On Instagram, I can see you all. Good to see you. So let's dive in, shall we? So the energy for the week. We had on Tuesday, feels like years ago, we had a full moon total lunar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. And I have to say, this one really kicked my butt. Anybody else want to comment on that? And talking to my friends, talking to people I know, looking online at various communities where I'm participating, it's pretty much a universal consensus. This was a big eclipse, and people are feeling really heavy. And there's nothing to fear about that. If you are feeling any kind of a heaviness, it doesn't mean you're regressing. It doesn't mean you're failing at the energy stuff. It just means that there is a lot purging, and it's kind of a reset going on really deeply. I'm feeling it way down in my body, like in my bones, in my muscles, my cells, and an extraction of density. And I've been having a lot of aches and pains. Anybody else? I mean, I'm of a certain age where you start to have aches and pains, but extra, like extra beyond the normal. So it's a passageway. We're past the eclipse season. We had the solar eclipse in Aquarius about a month and a half ago, and then we just had this eclipse in Virgo, the lunar eclipse. So that's the eclipse season for now. It's gone, but we're still in the shadow of that season. We're still in the end of that and the influence of that. So if you're feeling it, that's to be expected, but keep doing your spiritual hygiene or whatever practice is yours that you made your own to be able to get through these times that we're living in. And just know that that's going to see you through. I also have been having breakthroughs, and I will say that energetically, things are very instant response. So if I have a thought or I say I'd like to network and meet new people of my soul tribe, it happens instantaneously. I mean, like a minute later, there's stuff happening. Anybody else feeling that extra synchronicity, extra quick response of things? So it's very important to train your thoughts on things that are positive, things that you want to see manifest, not the things you don't. Things from the past, if they come up, they're coming up for release. Let them go. Okay, so that's my take on this. I welcome your own insights and experiences as well. But right now, what we're going to do is a card drawing to get some guidance for this period that we're in and the days ahead. And I'm going to ask, let's see, Gloria, are you there? There's Tracy. All right, Gloria. Gloria, if you're there, please say yes. Type yes if it's not inconvenient. And still experimenting with this. It's kind of difficult because of the delay in the technical stuff. Okay, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Perhaps we'll do this another time. Yes, she is. Yes, yes. Thank you, Gloria. Okay, so Gloria, the way it works, and everybody watching, we're going to shuffle the deck. Again, for those who've just joined, we're using the Female Archangels deck. It's a gorgeous deck. And you want to think right now about a question you'd like to have answered or an intention that you have for what you would like to know from the card. So while you're doing that, I'm going to explain that I'm going to shuffle this deck. And Gloria, when you feel that the card for our group is on top, type stop. All right? So here we go. I'm going to go real slow because of the delay. So everybody formulate your intention or your question. And I'm watching the screen for my instructions from Gloria. Going super duper slow. Instagram, come on. Ah, there it is. Well done, Gloria. You're good at this. Thank you very much. And our card, whoa, it's a good one. Archangel Freedom, enliven your senses. Wow, look at that image. I could get into that right now. How about you? And on YouTube, sorry, there you go. Amazing. You're seeing it backwards, but the art kind of conveys it. Enliven your senses. So I'm going to read you the quick explanation of this one. This is a wonderful deck, and it's by somebody who goes by the name of Callista, just a one name person. Let's see, Archaea Freedom. The angel message: freedom is always yours. You don't need to add or subtract anything to yourself to be free. You are enough. I was just thinking that thought minutes before we started this morning. And this is, she serves on the orange ray of acceptance, compassion, and understanding. Reminds us that liberation is a vibrational experience we align with when our senses are open and free of bondage. She helps us illuminate what we perceive is shameful, dark, or dirty within us, so we can step out of judgment and into our true sovereignty. Okay, I like that. Since we're living in an age of great judgment of people, it's nice to know that we ourselves have the power to free ourselves from all judgment and just allow ourselves to be fully who we are. I think that's pretty good. If anybody has any response, or if this resonates, please make a comment. If you're over there on YouTube, I can't see who you are. I do see people are there. Thank you so much for being there. I also cannot see everybody on Facebook. Please do make a comment if you're there. Appreciate the heart bubbles over there on Instagram. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, our next step, as you know, is the clearing, and this is the main event. We need this right now. And I'll just repeat my public service announcement is that you really need some sort of a spiritual process in general, but right now it's urgent. You have to have some means of keeping yourself free of the heaviness that we're surrounded by, and also the things that are coming up, and also because the astrological and cosmological events are demanding it of us. There's no getting around it. You have to do something. So this is why the clearing is so important. I do my own clearing every single day, but I have been doing extra these recent weeks. I have been doing it sometimes as many as 2 times a day. So let's get down to it. I'm sure there's stuff for us to work on. So if the veterans are here, please lead the way. I know you know what to do. And the first step is always to go into a receptive frame of mind. You want to get comfortable and allow your body to relax. All things come to the body. Your body is your home base, and what's going on in your body interacts with everything else, conscious or unconscious. So when we are in a relaxed state, other processes can start and other influences can shape how our overall well-being is framing. And I'm going in there now with all of us. We're going to form one unified field. And I am seeing a lot of, it's really a good sign, lots of green light. This is the heart light. It's a pretty green, a light green, chartreuse green. I do, however, see some density in the field, including kind of around the center, which is happening more and more nowadays. There's so much pollution, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical pollution that we're subjected to. So we have some of that here in this field. And I see kind of a static energy, almost like static electricity, the snow on an old-fashioned rabbit ear television. You may, if you're old enough, remember that. And it looks like that in our field. But there is light here, so that's always what we're looking for. So let's begin the process. First, I'm going to call in our allies. I'll call in mine, then I'm going to give you a chance to call in yours. So let's begin with a beautiful, delicious, deep breath of pure, fresh oxygen that goes all in through your body, in through your cells, in through your nerves, down to the marrow of your bones. And I'm watching it. It's actually going all the way out through your toenails, all of us, all of our toes, our toenails, the bottoms of our feet, Lots of energy. It's now going to start the process of purifying. I begin by calling upon beloved divine source of all that is, Holy Spirit, great mystery, divine light, North Star, divine destiny, divine grace, divine healing. And I ask, please, for the best possible outcome for everyone who's here, everyone who's watching in any form. We ask that they receive what they need at this time, what's beneficial for them and everyone connected to them. Wow, so much gold light just poured right into the field through the source into the field. It's already brighter in here. It instantly begins. If you do nothing else, if you do no further spiritual hygiene, you can always just invoke the source and instantly you're reconnecting. I also am calling on Divine Mother and Father in their blessed forms. I ask Mother to please bless us with her divine love, unconditional love, ease, grace, protection, support, and her guidance. And she's here in the center. Beautiful gold light, more of it is coming in. This one feels more heart-centered, and you may feel your heart is held and is unified with her energy, and here she is. I also ask the Divine Father to provide a strong container of protection to keep us safe while we do this work, and he is here. Thank you, Father. I also am calling on my own guides. I ask my guides to work with the guides of everybody who's here, that they may get what they have intended and the best possible outcome for themselves and all connected to them. And so it is. Amen. I call on the divine star beings, all those advanced beings that are working with us on earth at this time of ascension to help us to rise and to get through the difficult passageways. They are here advising us, cheering us on, supporting us. I also am calling on the angels and archangels. I already hear their tones. They've been very present. They know what we are coming through, and they are encouraging us and protecting us. I also am calling on the ascended masters and saints. They are here with us to provide their wisdom, guidance, strength, confidence. They know the way. They've been there. They are here with us to help us find it. I call also on my ancestors, the animals, the plants, the crystals, the helping spirits, and my guardian spirits, and all those who love me and work with me and through me. Thank you. There's so much here, so much. It's intense. It got much more intense, but there's room for more. So I'm going to invite you all now to please call in your own allies to join with mine. And I'm going to hold the space while you do it. I see a beautiful violet light now, and there's a column of light in the field, and this column is violet and gold. They are flowing together from above us, through us, down through our feet, clearing and also centering us. And this is pretty much what we always are aiming for, is being aligned in the center and aligned above, through the center and into the earth. You're there. And I ask all of your allies to please join with my own and unify as one unified team in spirit on behalf of this group and our process. And so it is. And I now also call Archangel Michael to please bring us down the tunnel of light, to receive anything that anyone here would like to be free of, anything that's been heavy on us, weighing on us, anything causing us any distress, anything that is negative, anything that's toxic and unholy just came into my mind, anything unholy, anything that's contradictory to our nature at the highest level, anything that is trying to hold us down or is draining us. We send this energy out of our field in all dimensions of our being and send it into the light. May it be transformed. May it be lifted into its highest form. Okay, everybody, you're doing really great. There is a lot of density. We're going to keep going and we're going to remove it now. Anybody new who's come? I see some new numbers on the board. I don't see who you are. If you feel able to, please say something in the comments so I'll know you were there. And we're going to continue now with the clearing. I really feel the need to clear out karmic debts of the collective. The collective right now, as you can see, is going through its own paroxysms. It's like the thrashing of a dying dinosaur, and as it's flailing, it's causing destruction, and it's trying to drag others with it into its death spiral. We will sever our cords with that. We are cutting cords with the collective energies of destruction, self-destruction. We are cutting cords with the lies of the collective, the illusions of the collective, all the detrimental and negative aggression of the collective, all the toxic viewpoints of the collective, the toxic and limiting viewpoints of the collective, the toxic and harmful actions of the collective. We ask for all mind control, thought control, propaganda, media lies, deceptions, fear mongering, and other methods of domination and control from the collective, the patriarchy, to please be removed from our minds. I'm seeing some spiraling energy. It's almost like something had wormed its way in. That's their goal, and so it creates confusion and doubt. We cast this out. We send this into the light. We ask the violet ray to fill the space being vacated. May it be cleared, balanced, harmonized, aligned with the one, aligned with our higher selves, aligned with the Christ consciousness, aligned with unity consciousness, aligned with what is wholesome and sane. And we remove and banish all negative influences that are infiltrating, all karmic debts of the collective. We ask that we be severed from karmic debts we do not need to carry any longer. May all karmic debts flow into the light and be transformed. May karmic debts be paid. May karmic debts be forgiven. Okay, wow, there's a lot going on. There's light and it's flowing. It is very dense. We won't force anything to move, but if there's something else that you feel that you need help with to move right now, this would be your chance. So if you feel you want to name something, if you're comfortable saying it out loud, that's always helpful. And I'm going to hold the space right now while you do it. And I'm looking in the field and there's a pulsation, a strobing effect, a big shift, and there's lots and lots of gold light now. Deep breath and push outward and watch anything dense that's leaving, and away it goes. And I've got to tell you, this is a Herculean effort we all have to go through right now, but also we have the support. Trust the process. We are having breakthroughs. We are freeing ourselves and others. I ask for any density that can be moved now to go out into the light, to be transformed, redeemed, uplifted. Amen. So it is. Okay, that was something else. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, doing it now, early, and we're going to close that portal so this does not come back. We do not need that. I ask Archangel Michael to please take away the tunnel of light, and with it, everything it contains, no longer to return. And we ask that light tunnel please depart now. And so it is, and away it goes. And listen, we did quite a bit there together, so good work, everybody. Just know that you can do more of this on your own anytime, and it really helps. But right now, we're going to do a very quick journey into the cave. and we're going to see what we are discovering. So before we go on the journey, take a moment now to just take a deep breath, center in your body, and think about what your intention is for what you want to receive through the journey. Is there a question that needs to be answered? Is there some guidance you would like to receive? Is there anyone you wish to talk to? Is there a guide you'd like to meet? So I'll give you a moment there just to center and allow yourself to receive your own clarity about that. I'm seeing a lot of gold light now in this field. That's the more that we tune into the center, the more that it comes, and you're tuning into yourself now. So that's turned on the channel. And now we're going to see a portal open in the back of the holodeck where we do the inner work. And I'm seeing outside the gravel path and the clearing in the evergreens by the rock face where we begin frequently. I call it the launch pad. And now we're stepping over the threshold of this portal together with all of our allies and guides. As we step onto the path, you can feel the gravel crunch under your feet. You can smell the evergreen trees around us. You can see the mist around the outside edge of the trees. You can hear the call of birds in the trees and the mist. You can smell the freshness of the air. And now you can see ahead of you the rock face. We're all walking on the gravel path to the very familiar cave opening now. For those who are veterans, you recognize this now. I hope you may have guided yourself on a journey to this place. There is a large gray rock face, and in it is a round opening, a doorway, an arch, very big, about 20 feet tall. Now we're going to cross that threshold as we do with our allies. You can sort of feel this as a new place. There's a new vibration, and we come into this cave, big amphitheater, big auditorium style room with a fireplace at the far end, huge fireplace with a giant aperture filled with giant tree trunks that are burning away in there, roaring and crackling in that fireplace. And they're showing me that they're going to open a doorway at the back wall of the cave for us. And in this doorway, through the doorway, we're going to enter a room. And the room represents a place where your desired answers can be found. This is a place where what you are seeking can be found. And the way this will work is each one of us will cross the doorway, and we will enter a room that's uniquely our own and be there by ourselves to receive what we are looking for. And the room may be a simple room, may be unfurnished, may be bright color, it has some feature that's important to you. And so take one more breath, trust the process. Your guides will go with you into the room. And on the count of 3, you will enter. 1, 2, 3. And I'm now going to hold space for 2 minutes, and I will call you back in time. All right, our 2 minutes have ended, and astonishing amounts of things can happen in those 2 minutes in the inner space. It's time now to say goodbye to anyone you're speaking to. It's time now to take a look around and to take all the final information that you are being given and prepare to come back. You're going to turn in the room and you're going to face the door and you're going to step out one foot over the other, and now you're in the cave and we all are reuniting together there. And we are going to pass back out through the huge auditorium style room, this giant arched ceiling with its stalactites above us, and the cave fireplace roaring. And we're going to walk across the floor to the big cave opening. And as we get there, our guides are behind us to make sure we all are here and we are all together and safe. And so it is. They say we are ready. We cross the cave opening and come crunching out on the gray gravel. And it always feels so good and so real to crunch away on it. We crunch down the path to the holodeck opening where we entered. As we get to that threshold, again, our guides and allies come around to make sure we've come through, and we step back over into the holodeck where we begin our process, the inner space, and we resume our positions lying down and in receptive mode. And I'm going to complete the process for all of us as I was taught. I now ask Archangel Michael to place a strong triple grid of protective energy around each person who is participating, around their personal field, extra shielding at this time, extra cloaking at this time, extra layers and support at this time, automatic clearing at this time, and everything else that's needed, and extra protection around everything that each person values and loves. And so it is so much extraordinary light in the field right now. I now am cutting cords with each person who is participating. I'm cutting cords between myself and everything related to these matters. I'm going to thank our beautiful allies for this extraordinary work. As always, we are renewed again every time. We remember to ask you for help anytime we need it. And we now dissolve the circle until we meet again, in the name of the goddess and of the god and of the divine spirit. Amen. And now I'm going to call everybody back gently from this experience. When we journey, we take our time. And in the short format we have for the live clearing, I have to move it a little bit faster, so I'm being very gentle. When you do your journey yourself, you'll know what's the time to come back and how to do it. But now when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes, you can blink your eyes and know that you have received some information. If you have, please do share with me either in a comment or privately in a message or email. I would love to hear from you. I have a few announcements as always, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. I just want to say thank you so much for this. This is the Saturday clearing. It's 8:30 a.m. Pacific every Saturday. Now there's also Tuesday at 5. Mark your calendars, 5 p.m. Pacific. I do it again. And over time, these may develop their own character. We may do journey in one and clearing in the other, but right now they're the same format. I try to put a lot into the clearings. If you have any feedback, let me know how I can improve it. I'm working on technical things. I am making some more investments in the technical side, so it should get even better. If you are new and you haven't found out about me yet, please visit my website at hollytheshamanartist.com. I'm on Instagram as holly.million, on Facebook as holly.million.5, and on YouTube as Holly the Shaman Artist. This is my gift to the community. I love doing this. I also do one-on-one work with clients by phone and in person in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you'd like to know more, you can set up a free 15-minute intake call with me. I'm happy to talk about what I do, no obligations at all. If you like what we're doing here and you want to support it, you can make a donation by Venmo. It's not required, but it is welcome. The Venmo is on my Facebook video of this, so you'll be able to find me there. I just want to say I always feel better after doing the work with you. It's also helping me, so I thank you all. I hope you have a beautiful day. Keep taking good care of yourself during this intense shift that we're all going through. You are special. You are enough. As Archaea Freedom says, enliven your senses. Make sure to take good care. And it's a beautiful day here in the San Francisco Bay Area, so get outdoors if you can and soak up some sunshine. I'll see you all soon, Tuesday maybe, or next Saturday. Thanks, and thanks for telling your friends. I appreciate it. Thank you, Holly. This was beautiful as always. Thank you, Tracy, for saying so. Appreciate it. Okay, everybody, I love you. Bye-bye.